Good morning, peoples. Well, it's morning for me. I don't know when you're watching this. Welcome to Mental Diet Mastery. I am Kylie. We have another SP series tapping video today. Today is going to be my SP doesn't treat me like a priority, doesn't put me first, doesn't think I'm important, because this is another very popular topic because I hear it all the time. Now, before we get into today's tapping, I just want to quickly say that I have another series that I'm going to start. I've been chatting about it in my group on Facebook. A few people have been asking me for quite a while now to start doing some money videos. And I was going to do a manifest money out of thin air video. And then as I'm trying to figure out how I was going to word the script, I'm like, it's kind of like the SP series where I actually have to work on all the reasons that it's not happening for you. So, maybe you don't think you're worthy of it. Maybe you think you have to work for money. Maybe you just don't think it's possible for you to manifest out of literally thin air. And so I wrote down a whole heap of different limitations that could be blocking you from manifesting this money out of thin air. And I'm going to go through and do a money series starting with all of these. The first video, which I'm going to actually film next, will be resistance, just general resistance to manifesting money out of thin air. So that will be the next video. But today's video, we're still going with the SP tapping series. And don't worry, there's a whole heap of videos still to come in this series. I've got at least about 25 or 30 on my list, and it just keeps getting added to all the time. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Now, I normally give a pre-ramble about you don't have to repeat everything I say. If what I say doesn't suit your particular issue that you've got going on, just change the words. There's too many people that keep trying to follow the exact rules and the exact script, and how many times do I have to do this, and how many times do I have to repeat this, and do I do it every day, and things like that. Dude, you're the creator of your reality. You make the rules for you. So you decide what works and what doesn't. At the end of the day, it's just a tool that's helping you. That's all. You don't need EFT to manifest. You don't even need to, oh my God. This is something that I've heard all over the social medias lately in the communities about nervous system regulation. Of course, you don't need to regulate your nervous system manifest, because you've been manifesting your whole freaking life without it, right? But it does help, but you don't need to do it. I find that when you're dealing with the old story and the triggers and things like that, like when they're coming up, sometimes it's easier to deal with those triggers if you've reset your nervous system in regards to those things that keep coming up. So say if you weren't regulated, and let's talk about today's topic, SP, not treating you like a priority, right? So something has happened in your reality where it has triggered you and you're like, this again, he's not treating me like, he's not putting me first. He doesn't care about me, right? Now, before regulation, that would, really bother you and trigger you and send you into a spiral and things like that. Maybe, not everyone, but I'm just saying. After you start resetting that story and doing the tapping, talking about all of those things that do trigger you, suddenly when something like that happens again, it doesn't pull you in as much. It doesn't trigger you as much. You kind of just go, oh yeah, I can see it for what it is. Yeah, no, we're not doing that anymore. And then you kind of just let it go. It's just easier to manifest and not be triggered as much. So that's why I usually always say to you, use words that you would use and make sure whatever you're tapping on applies to your circumstance. That's why we try to do target practice. I try to write out a whole heap of lines that I hear people saying in the community. Like, these videos aren't something that I'm doing for me. I'm doing all of this for you guys. Yeah, so I just, say for instance, the SP is not treating me like a priority. Well, I just scour through like Reddit posts and things that I hear in my group, people, you know, coaching. I don't do coaching anymore, but I mean, when people ask me questions and things like that, I just write down all the things that I hear people say, and then I use it in the first part of the tapping, because we want to reset everything that you guys are saying. All right, I think I've rambled enough. I haven't actually gone on a tangent for quite a while. I used to do it all the time. Okay, so my beautiful viewers that usually write down the bottom tapping starts at, because I love it when you do that. It means I don't have to do it. Could you please write down the bottom whatever the timestamp is now, because we're going to start now. All right, we start with 3 setup statements on the karate chop point, and then we move through the points. And let me just pull that up. And repeat after me, or just think the words, or focus on what I'm saying. Even though I feel like I am not a priority to my SP, you can say their name. I deeply and completely love and accept myself with or without this SP. Even though I have this assumption that SP doesn't put me first, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though holding on to this limiting belief has made me feel like shit. You can insert any word there. I am open to releasing it now and choosing a new story. All right, tapping through the points. I am not being treated like a priority by SP. And it makes me feel, how does it make you feel? I hate feeling this way. I hate that they don't value me enough. Or I just don't matter enough to them. Like they couldn't care less about me. I just feel like I am not important to them at all. Sometimes I even question whether there's something wrong with me. It makes me feel frustrated, angry, annoyed. And what's even more annoying is that I know this is just a belief. And I've probably been trying to change this belief for ages. Yet this old SP, or the old version of the SP, keeps showing up. the one that does not prioritize me. I just feel so unworthy and unseen. Almost like I'm invisible. I am so ready to let this go. I am so sick of the old story, or this old story. I just want to be their everything. I want them to prioritize me. I want to be the one on the pedestal. It is time, for once and for all, for me, finally, let this old story go. Okay, stop tapping. Deep breath in and out. We're letting the energy go, okay? Now you can say old story, old assumption, old belief. They are all the same thing, okay? Or old reality or whatever. Old version of myself. We're just going to do a quick letting go round, starting on the eyebrow point. I'm choosing to let this old story go. I am releasing this belief that I've been holding on to. That they don't prioritize me. I am throwing it all out. I am choosing to release this as we speak. I am letting it go right now. It is safe for me to let this go. And letting it go. All right. Now we're going to shift into this new belief or new assumption, new story, new reality, new state. Starting at the middle of the eyebrow. I am choosing a brand new story with my SP. I am their first choice. In fact, I'm their favorite person in the entire world. I am now assuming that I am their top priority. They value me over anyone else. It is normal for my SP to put me first. In fact, in this new state, they want to put me first. They want to prioritize me. They want to do it. Because I am so important to them. I am their entire world. This is now my new truth. It feels so amazing to finally feel like I'm their priority. I got exactly what I wanted. I am so freaking happy that I manifested being a priority to them. I am such a master at manifesting. I can manifest anything I want. All right. You can say, this is done, this is done, this is done. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay, I want you to close your eyes just for 5 seconds, and I want you to feel as if this is true for you. How does it feel that this is true for you? Just contemplate. What would it feel like if this was true? That I was prioritized. I was their entire world. I was valued by them. How does that feel? Like, feel into that and like bask into it. All right. That's all I have for you today. If you'd like to join the group, the details are in the description. As I said, the next video coming in the next couple of days will be the money video. I hope everyone has an awesome week. Bye.